In the restless age of the 21st century, where every second is measured, every thought captured, there lived a wanderer known only as Artemis Grace. Some said she was a poet, others believed she was a dreamer, but in truth, she was both and neither. She belonged not to the noise of the present, nor to the silence of the past, but to the fragile bridge between them. Artemis carried no possessions but a worn notebook and a pen that had outlived its ink. She wrote in invisible letters, lines no one else could see, as if the world itself was her page. Wherever she walked, words seemed to bloom. In the cracks of pavements, in the hush of abandoned libraries, in the wind that danced between skyscrapers. The century was brilliant, yet bruised. Humanity had never been more connected, yet hearts were lonely. Machines spoke faster than people. Dreams were sold as products, and silence had become an endangered species. People rushed toward everything, yet they found little meaning in the arrival. Artemis wandered not to escape this world, but to listen to it. She stood on crowded trains where no one met another's eyes. She sat in parks where children no longer chased the wind but stared at glass screens. She visited homes lit by blue light, where families ate together yet spoke in fragments. She listened, and the listening cut deep. One evening, she climbed to the rooftop of a building that touched the clouds. The city below was a sea of restless stars, not born of nature, but of neon. There, she whispered a question into the wind. Why do we suffer so much when we have built so much? The sky answered with silence. Yet in that silence, Artemis felt something stir, a reflection, as if the heavens themselves had become a mirror. She saw not her own face, but the face of humanity, tired, distracted, longing for something unnamed. And in that vision, a truth formed. We suffer because we have forgotten how to belong. We belong to the earth, yet we strip it bare. We belong to each other, yet we build walls of judgment. We belong to ourselves, yet we drown in comparisons. The next morning, Artemis began her quiet work. She spoke not as a prophet, but as a friend. In train stations, she left notes on benches. You are more than what the world measures. In offices, she placed small mirrors with words etched on the glass. Look gently at yourself. In schools, she told children stories not of perfect heroes, but of flawed hearts that still found light. People began to notice. A tired father, finding her note, cried in a cafe because it was the first time he felt seen. A girl who believed herself invisible read one of Artemis's stories and decided not to end her life. An old man, receiving the mirror, laughed for the first time in years because he remembered his youth staring back at him. None of these acts made headlines. No one crowned Artemis as savior. Yet slowly, like hidden rivers, her gestures seeped into the ground of the century. The struggles of the age did not end. The noise of machines roared on. The hunger for more grew louder, and the earth still ached. Yet where Artemis passed, something softened. People paused. They looked at one another, really looked, and for a moment the world seemed whole again.